Part of the new additions for the GT line and Titleist is the GT280. We're going to call it a mini driver, but it's something new that I wanted to talk to you about. We have Tom Fisher, Director of Product Marketing in Metals and Irons, here to talk about the GT280. And I think this is so cool because we've seen a couple other mini drivers come out, and I wanted to talk to you about that trend and why Titleist decided to make this and add it to the GT lineup.
Yeah, so it is, our mini driver GT280. It's 280 cc's, as you can probably guess.
Yep.
But this is just something that we've been interested in a while. Certainly Tour, again, a lot of our products are kind of inspired by the Tour team and JJ and Liam, with our athletes, what they're looking for. So again, it kind of spurred on from there. But when you think about it, we're developing products to improve performance for all golfers. And when we see an opportunity in a bag for any golfer to play their best golf, we're going to make a product for them.
Sure.
So this is an emerging kind of category as well. And we've been asked are we going to do this version of it for many years now? We had a kind of a sneaky prototype on tour in 2024. And we're really thrilled to bring our official kind of mini driver GT280 to market in 2025.
So you mentioned the 280cc. You can see it's a smaller profile. The 975 driver, it's funny to look back at past drivers compared to new drivers now, right? Because that is actually the same size.
It's within a couple of cc's, it is. So it's so if you are nostalgic and played the 975 like I did, this is going to really suit your eye. We should probably offer the EI70 or Pro Light and put it in it and call it a day. But beautiful shape. I think everyone looks at it. It sits right, as you know, right between a driver and a fairway wood, kind of from a size perspective.
Yep.
Our driver's at 460 cc's. I think our largest fairway wood is close to like 200 cc's. So it's kind of right in between the two of them. But really beautiful shape.
So when we talk about golfers and using this, is this a confidence thing off the tee and just helping get maybe dispersion, or what is a golfer really looking for when they use this?
So what we're seeing the use of this really is kind of probably a replacement off the tee than a 3-wood.
Okay.
It doesn't go as long as a driver, but it's a more forgiving, longer option off the tee for a 3-wood. So instantly off the bat, you could think, okay, for the stronger players, right, who maybe don't really ever need 3-wood off the deck, off the ground to hit into a par 5, but hit 3-wood a lot on tight par 4s, this is a golf club that certainly you've seen on the PGA Tour, they gravitate to. Being a little smaller as well, it's easier to work, draw it and fade it to it and hit the distance they want. So, that's kind of what we've seen, the adoption on tour being. But again, it's for any dedicated golfer out there who can use it off the tee. But also we made it, functional to be played off the deck. We not only have key driver technology in here, not only, the PMP crown, so our proprietary matrix polymer. So it is a multi-material product. It's a titanium body. So it's going to get, and we've obviously got the fore and aft weighting like you kind of see on a GT4 driver to change CG.
Yep.
So it's got tons of driver technology, which we need off the tee. But we've also added a lot of fairway wood technology with the L-cup face. We've also lowered and kind of sharpened up the leading edge to inspire more confidence to help get the ball off the ground. Because we believe we want it to be versatile. We still want golfers to be able to hit this off the ground, challenging par 5s in 2 if they need a club off the ground. So certainly we see it more off the tee for, shorter than your driver, easy to hit with your fairway wood. But if you're simply struggling with the driver and you lack confidence with it on a certain day, this will be a great option for you. And then so then you could put this in your replace of a 3-wood, and maybe your next club would be like an 18, 19 degree or a utility, something like that. So we'll obviously have these out in the market in April, and we'll be providing fitting tools out there, and fitters at Carl's Golfland can really help, add this into the bag because it's kind of a good gapping club.
Sure.
So we're excited to bring it to market.
With the weighting system, if we do change those around, how does that impact the shot shape and what the technology does for us?
Yeah, so I would say if you're looking for a versatility, most golfers, if they want to hit it off the ground, they'll probably keep the heavier weight in the back position.
Okay.
Because that will help, keep that spin up off the ground. But if golfers are just looking to hit it off the tee and get it right down the fairway, potentially for them, moving the heavyweight forward would create, a lower spin rate for them. But again, this is all going to be discovered in the fitting. Maybe the weight forward is too low a spin for someone. So again, we're all about adjustability, we're all about customization and getting custom fit. So hence why we're going to continue to add adjustments in all of our products to really unlock performance for all golfers.
Unlocking performance, I think that's the key, right?
Yes,
and I think that was a big message with the GT line itself. Did developing the drivers and the fairway woods, did that help this process as well of creating what you wanted to create in this size as a replacement to the 3-wood and off the tee?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, understanding, you know, what we want this club to do. We want it off the tee. We also want it to be playable off the turf. So incorporating key technologies from both our driver and fairway wood was instrumental, obviously, in the development of this product, but also that prototype that we had on tour as well.
Yeah.
We had a few on there, and JJ worked with a lot of our athletes to really dial that in. So very similar in shape, but you know, structurally, internally, where we move CG differently from learnings from tour, from that prototype we had. So yeah, we're super excited, and I know the tour is, and I'm sure, you know, dedicated golf around the world are going to absolutely love to have an opportunity to get this as well.
Yeah, GT280, maybe give you a little bit more confidence off the tee and some versatility in your bag.